Alright, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're talking about Rise of the Ronin. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, I just got done watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Fighting Cowboy, and I just got done watching his preview for that because this is a game that I want to play, but I'm definitely on the fence about. And after watching his video, I'm pretty confident in being like, yeah, I could probably skip this because Fighting Cowboy, man, he's one of them guys. He really doesn't, I mean, it's not like, I mean, he plays pretty much anything, and like he loves those Souls type games and stuff. I actually watched his playthrough of Dark Souls 3 when I was playing that because I was new to like the Souls games and stuff. So I was watching that and, trying to figure some stuff out along the way. Really helped me out. If you're playing Souls games, I definitely recommend checking out Fighting Cowboy. Awesome dude. Very, very easy to watch. Explains things very well. So if you need help with those Souls games, he definitely put me on the right path. And now, I can play them. Still not the best, but I can definitely play them now. After watching his video. So I listened to him and like, I mean, he wasn't like trashing the game or bashing it or anything like that, but he makes some very valid comments and very valid, points about that, talking about it. Like it doesn't look like a PlayStation 5 exclusive. And I mean, this game is literally built for the PlayStation 5, built with the power of the PlayStation 5 in mind. And he's saying that it looks PlayStation 3 era and it feels dated, even compared to recent Koei Tecmo games. It feels dated, and when he says that has me thinking like, dang dude, like this game. And then watching the B-roll footage of supplied B-roll footage, and I'm looking at that and I'm like, gosh, this game just doesn't look good. I mean, especially if you're going up against Ghosts of Tsushima and your game looks like that does. I mean, I will give it, the combat and stuff, but man, I'm not paying $70 for that game. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not going to do that. I've got Horizon Forbidden West coming to PC that day. I've got Dragon's Dogma 2 coming to freaking PC that day. We got Alone in the freaking Dark. There's just so many different games that like I do feel comfortable skipping Rise of the Ronin. And like I'm already struggling with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like that game looks okay. This isn't about Final Fantasy. I'm gonna make another video about that. But Rise of the Ronin, man, like this just has me thinking that like I'm glad that these developers are not worrying so much about like the overall visual quality and stuff like that. Because that part doesn't necessarily like bug me the most. What bugs me the most is being locked to the PlayStation 5 for this game. If this game was on PC, I would still be buying it. I would still be buying it day one and playing it and checking it out. But I'm really to the point where like I'm sick of buying games on PS5 just to be consistently disappointed. At least with Xbox, I get a choice. I get a choice if I want to play it on the PlayStation or on the Xbox or the PC. But when these games are exclusive to the PlayStation 5, that really just hurts the gaming in general. I want to play Rise of the Ronin. I absolutely want to play this game, but I don't want to play it on PlayStation 5. I don't want to. I don't want to play it on the PlayStation 5. I don't think that the game is cooked enough on the PlayStation 5. And to be completely honest with you guys, I find myself disappointed pretty frequently with the PlayStation 5. When it comes to PS5 games that are first party, them games look absolutely phenomenal. And if you go back to the beginning of this channel, you know that like with PS4 Pro, Sony first party games looked incredible. Everything else started to like just fall apart. Like it was like the developers didn't even care to try to utilize the checkerboard rendering. They didn't try to do anything other than just put out a 1080p game. And like the experience just got so inconsistent. That it's like, gosh, you've got games that look absolutely incredible by Sony first party, and then you just have blah. So it kind of sets a precedent for you when you're playing these amazing games that PlayStation first party games put out. And this has been like an issue with me. You get this expectation when you play a Sony first party game. You get this expectation that this is how your games are going to look and feel on your PlayStation. And when they don't even come close, and they're still $70 freaking dollars, that's when you start to be like, whoa, what is going on here? And then it does. It kind of drives a wedge between you and other experiences that you would like to play on your PlayStation 5. Because once you get in your head quality, once you get that quality in your head from Sony first party games, it's really hard to get out. It really is. I don't necessarily suffer too much from that problem, seeing as like one of my number one developer on the planet is Ubisoft. And Ubisoft is not known for the best graphics. They're known for consistent graphics, in my opinion. And that's what I love about Ubisoft. It's always consistent. And when one game moves forward, all of them start to move forward. They do a lot of sharing of assets and all of that stuff. So you pretty much get consistent looking games across the Ubisoft library, and that makes it good for me. Now, I will give it, I mean, like, obviously Rise of Ronin is an open world game, so obviously they had to budget that in and make that and show this experience from like being an open world, and yes, that takes resources, that takes time, that takes money, that takes like the technical know-how that maybe Koei Tecmo is not really doing pretty good on there. Obviously they focused a lot on the combat, they focused a lot on the other stuff, and from what Fighting Cowboy is saying, that it just leaves the world looking barren and bland and just uninteresting, and there's a lot of traversal in there, and that's one thing that like really, I love, if you've been here for a while, I love open world games. That's like one of my favorite types of game to play. I love racing, I love open world, and I love action, hack and slash type games and stuff like that. I love my Assassin's Creed. And then so when you get to an open world that just looks dated and it's uninteresting to explore and all of that stuff, I don't know, man. Like, I can't go out of my way. Like, I can't convince myself to spend that $70 on Rise of the Ronin on a PlayStation 5. So, there you go. Thanks, PlayStation, for locking another game to the PlayStation ecosystem that isn't going to do well. That sucks, man. That really sucks. You got to end these exclusives now, PlayStation. You really have to stop tying these games to the PS5. It really isn't helping gaming. It really is bankrupting these companies that are building these games for your platform, and they have no other outlet to try to monetize this experience. At least if it would have launched on Xbox and PC and everything on day one, then maybe this game would have had a fighting chance. But I don't know, man. I guess these developers like Koei Tecmo and Square Enix and everybody else is willing to just completely lose everything and lose face and lose their businesses to hold up your platform, which is this is depressing. This is very depressing for video games to be going in this way. So yeah. I'm not going to be picking up Rise of the Ronin on the PlayStation 5. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.